Good afternoon. Thanks for joining our lightning talk today. If you're looking to improve the performance of your agency's website, this talk is for you. Over the next few minutes, we'll take a look at a new offering from DSGA, the GAP consultation. I'm Amanda Desaias, lead content strategist on DSGA's content team. I work with agencies to improve digital content and user experience. Today, I'm going to briefly discuss the GAP consultation, what it is, what's involved, how long it will take, and most importantly, what's in it for you and your audience. The GAP consultation is part of the Georgia Analytics Project. First, let's discuss what the Georgia Analytics Project is. The Georgia Analytics Project, or GAP for short, is a shared initiative that aims to enable state agencies to make data-driven decisions about their websites. It's meant to be a tool agencies can use to improve digital experience both for their agency and their audiences. This is done primarily through Site Improve. So hopefully by now you've become familiar with your agency's Site Improve dashboard. This is where you'll find your GAP score, also known within the platform as your DCI score. Each participating agency's GAP score is displayed on the Georgia Analytics dashboard at analytics.georgia.gov. This initiative spotlights how people interact with state government websites. So what makes up a GAP score? Quality assurance addresses things like typos, broken links, content freshness, navigation, page load speeds, and not collecting personally identifiable information. Accessibility is about removing barriers that prevent people with disabilities from doing what they need to do online. We talk a lot about accessibility, and you can learn more about making your content accessible from our Digital Academy. And finally, search engine optimization, or SEO, which is about creating content that will show up when users type relevant terms into search engines. GovHub covers a lot of the technical elements of SEO. So the best thing agencies can do is create relevant, high quality content that's regularly updated. Once you're familiar with your GAP score, what comes next? Information is great, but it's not helpful if we don't know what to do with it. How do we use these numbers to improve constituents' experience with government websites? That's why we developed the GAP consultation. The GAP consultation is a cooperative engagement designed to assess the current state of an agency website and outline a plan for future improvements. It's the next step of the Georgia Analytics Dashboard project, using the available data to develop actionable insights. Our goals for this engagement are to increase your agency's GAP score by addressing what we consider to be low-hanging fruit. That's high impact, easily implementable content changes. Improve content quality and user experience, work closely with you to develop a customized plan for future site improvements, and ideally decrease the burden on your agency by creating a more intuitive and successful experience for your audience that requires less intervention from staff. We've developed these goals with both the agency and the end user in mind. If the GAP consultation is completed successfully, more constituents will be able to access services and achieve their aims faster and more easily. Now, we set a process in place for the GAP consultation with specific steps and associated objectives. First, we'll send you a questionnaire. This will be a set of questions about your agency's existing content, goals, needs, and pain points. It will give us more context to assess your website. Once you've filled out your questionnaire, we'll analyze what you've sent us and prepare for the conversation on our discovery call. The main objective of the discovery call will be to identify where you are now, where you'd like to go, and what challenges may lie in the way. Using all of the information you've provided, we then get into the meat of the engagement, which is an analysis of your site improved data. From there, we'll begin to develop specific recommendations for your agency. Once we've gathered data and insights, we'll have an in-depth discussion about our findings, recommendations, and any questions or concerns you might have. This is meant to be a collaborative effort with DSGA and your agency working together to develop a path forward. After our consultation meeting, we'll hand off the presentation deck and any relevant materials that will help you implement the plan that we've developed. And don't worry, you will not be on your own. We'll follow up with you at the 6-month mark to see how you progressed and recommend any next steps based on the work you've already done. It's important to note that this is a brief, high-level engagement. Ideally, it should last no more than 6 weeks. It will cover your agency's public-facing content, analytics from Site Improve, and an assessment of your agency's needs, goals, and pain points. It won't involve items like design or content creation. We can definitely take on those projects, but that would be part of a larger, separate engagement that we'd have to discuss outside of the GAP consultation. So what exactly do we leave you with? Let's take a look. Exact deliverables will vary by engagement, but you'll receive some combination of the site performance analysis from our content meeting, a brief write-up of our findings and recommendations, educational guides on relevant topics we discussed during the engagement, maybe something like information architecture or editorial guides, along with actionable next steps, and a recommendation for a possible larger project DSGA can take on in the future if it appears to be necessary and beneficial. We've already begun the process of kicking off GAP consultations with select agencies. We'll continue to reach out to GovHub agencies to initiate consultations, but if you're interested in requesting one, you can contact our outreach director, Yen Tang. Thank you so much for your time.